To get started, create a new baseplate in Roblox Studio. Go over to the Avatar tab and click to open it. Now, open Rig Builder. In Rig Builder, click on My Avatar. Once your avatar is done loading, in your rig in the Explorer window, delete all other body parts besides the head and your head accessories, using the backspace key or the delete key on Mac. If you right-click on the model of the rig, there will be a window of options. On the bottom, click on Export Selection. Choose the location where you want to save your model and name it however you like. Now, we will be using Blender to render a profile. If you don't have Blender already, make sure to go to their main website to download it. It's free to use and the link is in the description, not sponsored. To import our rig model, on the top left, click on File, then the option Import and select .obj. Find where the model you have saved. You can also use the search bar to find it in a folder. Once you found it, click Import File. To delete the cube in the scene, right-click on the object and press X. To align your head to the center, click on the option Object, hover over Set Origin, then click on Geometry to Origin. Great! Now it's perfectly aligned. To make sure the textures of your head is rendered properly, make sure viewport shading is enabled. Now it's time to set up the camera. Use the tools on the left to change the position and angle. To view the camera, press the wavy line M1. You can also press G to move the camera and R to rotate the camera. To change the resolution of the view, click on the camera icon inside the Properties window. You can edit the resolution to make sure it's perfectly square. For now, adjust the angle to your liking. Nice angle! It's time for the lighting. First, select the light object in the scene. Drag it directly in front of the head. Use the axis on the top right corner to help you with positioning. To change the type of light, click on the green light bulb icon and select Spotlight. Rotate the spotlight to direct it to the face. To change the brightness of the light, increase the amount of power. Duplicate the light by holding Shift and press D. Change the light type to point light. Then, position it roughly below the face. This will be used for our ambience. To change the color of the light, click on the Color property of the Light property window. Increase the radius value. This will help smooth the shadows, but it will decrease the brightness, so you can increase the brightness as well if you want. Duplicate the ambience light, then position it to the other side. This light will be used as the sunlight. Duplicate the point light again, then move it directly at the bottom of the head. This will be used as the highlight. Customize the properties to how you like. Personally, I like to make the sunlight a warmer color like pink. Duplicate the bottom light and move it to the top. Click on the orange box. This is where you can change the rotation. Set all the rotation axes to 0. Then, change the light type to area to better illuminate the top of the head. Great job with the lighting. Now, it's time to further spice it up with materials. Go ahead and click on the Shading tab on the top and to the right of Texture Paint, click on the red ball icon. As you can see, at the bottom are nodes that manage the properties of textures and materials of your head. If you click on the image texture, on the left you can see the texture of the face. Go ahead and delete the image textures if you don't want the face on your profile. If you do, now the color of the head is white. You can change the color of it to a skin tone or color you like under the principled BSDF node base color property. The roughness property controls the sharpness of the light on the surface. The specular property controls the reflectance of the object. This is not the only material of the head. Select a different material. This new material contains the texture of my Saturn rings. For now, change all other materials of your head to your liking, using what we have learned about their properties. Well done with the materials. We are almost done. Now, it's time to render the image. Click on the camera icon. Set the render engine to cycles for higher quality graphics. I understand that you may be experiencing some lag in the process. Under the property device, select GPU compute if that is an option for you. For max samples and sampling, choose a small number between 10 to 100. If your device is lower-ended, I suggest 10. For max samples and render, choose from 50 to 500. The higher the number, the higher quality of the profile icon, but it will take longer and more power on your device. Under the film property, select transparent. This will make sure the black background won't be rendered. We need the background to be transparent. Now, click on render on the top left. Then, click on render image. A small window will pop up with the rendering profile icon. Now, you will have to wait until all samples are rendered. Once it is done, make sure to save your profile image. On the top left, there should be image. Under image, click on save or save as. Once you are done saving it, on the top right of the tab bar, click on compositing. This is where we will be adding post effects. Select use nodes on the top left. Left click and hold on the node to drag it apart. To create a new node, click on add and search up the following nodes I will be adding. With the viewer node, this will help review your profile icon for live editing. With the glare node, this will add some glow effect on areas exposed to bright light, giving it a great visual effect. Here you can change the type of glare. Personally, I like fog glow. You can change the size of the glow by the size property. The threshold property controls the max light exposure that can produce a glow effect. With the hue/saturation node, this will help change the intensity of color. Under the saturation property, increase the value for a more intense color effect. You can play around with other properties to better understand what each do. With the brightness/contrast node, this will help change the brightness and contrast color. Oops, it looks like the glare is not taking into effect. Try moving it to the right. Great, now the glare is in effect. But keep in mind, the previous node properties will be passed down to the next. For example, the increased brightness value from the brightness/contrast node increases the amount of glow processed in the glare node. Make sure to adjust the previous values. Once you are done, click on the rendering tab in the tab bar. It's to the left of compositing. Click on the image icon, scroll down until you find the viewer node. Click on it. This is your head profile icon with the post effects. Click on image on the left. Click on save or save as to save your new head profile icon. Now you can choose your drawing software to customize the profile background. I am using Krita. Brief tutorial of Krita. Create a new file under Start. You can choose a square texture template. The layers are on the right. Name the second layer's background. On the top left, click on File. Then click on Import Video Animation. Click on Add Images. Find and select your head profile icon you have saved from before. If your profile icon is not aligned properly, click on Transform with your profile icon layer selected. Hold Shift and drag on the corners of the transform rectangle. This will help keep its original shape intact. Here you have your head profile icon, but you may want to change the background. Select the background layer and select the fill bucket on the left. Select a color on the color wheel. Then, click on the background of the profile. Great! Now the background is in a different color. Next, we will be adding the spotlight. Click on the second layer that is on top of background layer. Click on the brush icon on the left. Also, make sure the soft brush is selected. On the top, there are two blue bars. Use them to adjust the opacity and size of the brush. Choose a lighter color. Press your cursor onto the draw space. Now there should be a spotlight in the background of your profile icon. Feel free to further customize your background. Thank you for following along the tutorial. Make sure to subscribe for more future tutorials. I hope to get at least 24 subs before 2024. The support would be greatly appreciated. If you do have any questions, please feel free to ask in comments section. I will try to respond to you as soon as possible. I'm Kev, the solo Roblox developer, and I wish you a wonderful day!